All right. So, like I said, this is Black History Month, and I want to do something. I want to do some of my due diligence this week. So, I decided to do a retro book. So, what I'm going to do this month, a book showing badass Black heroes doing stuff or villains, whichever I feel like. So, what we're going to do is this book is Suicide Squad number 10. This was in the 80s. This is the first time Batman met Amanda Waller. We've seen Amanda Waller and Batman meet in other forms of media plenty of times. And for the most part, every time we've seen them meet, they take from this. Let's get to it, see what we got. There is a prisoner in Bel Rev. Bel Rev is the name of the prison that, they're in back in New Orleans. He's there and he's getting spied on. So he takes off his glasses, basically like an image of himself in the glasses, stick it in the lens. And everybody's like, well, what's going on? Is something happening in that room? They're like, yeah, some dude named Matches Malone. So that's the first. Yeah, Matches Malone. It said we're just doing a favor for the commissioner of Gotham because we're just transferring this prisoner from here to Gotham the next morning. So he's only here for one night. So Matches Malone is in that room, but some weird shit went down. But I'm looking at his room and he's just there. He just sleeps. So should I call it in? They're like, nah, I don't feel like getting Amanda Waller upset. Everything looks fine. Let's go back to business. So Matches Malone has broken out of his cell. He walks into storeroom A, which something was there because that's where his stuff was. So what did he came to get? His bat suit. He got a care package from Commissioner Gordon. And they goes to the warden room, which is John Monaco, and that's Dijab. That's his real name on the show. They just made up a guy. But anyway, Batman sneaks into Dijab's office, goes into a file because they don't have a computer because it's the 80s. He digs into a file, finds what he's looking for, and it says, so Amanda Waller's like, okay, we've been here long enough. I'm about to clock out. Y'all guys have fun. And that's when she shuts the computers down and you see the image of a bat walking into there also. And that's when one of the guards, right before Amanda Waller clocks out, she's like, oh, Miss Waller, you left your computer on. Should we turn it off from here? And Waller's like, wait a minute, what? Somebody's in my room right now. Shut everything down. Somebody's in here and they're trying to find out what's going on about Suicide Squad. And she pulls out a gun out of nowhere. She's like, up against the wall, you mother, and then she's like, he's gone. You're like, so who the hell was in here? Who the hell snuck in our room and stole some shit from us and knows about Suicide Squad? Because nobody's supposed to know about the Suicide Squad. They're underground. It's supposed to be secret by the government. So somebody knows about them. So, and they got to find out who it is. And not only did you do that, she stole our floppy disk, all 10 megabytes of information. So Dijab turns on the lights in Bel Rev, and that's when Amanda Waller sees the Batman. She's like, oh, there he is. The Batman has snuck in and stole all the stuff he finds out about us. And they're like, oh, we're in trouble. She's like, we're not in trouble. Activate the squad right now. Rick Flag, get your ass up. I don't care that you just got your ass kicked in the last mission. Batman is in Bel Rev right now. Find him, take him out, and get the rest of the squad too. And matter of fact, get Deadshot's lazy ass up too and tell him to come down. And so they got this new recruit on the team also named the Duchess. We don't know this now, but the Duchess is actually Lashina, one of Darkseid's Furies. So she's a new god, but they don't know that at the time. So they're like, lock this place down, Suicide Squad, go get Batman, take him down by any means necessary. Do not let him leave this building. And matter of fact,
when did this come out?
85 or something?
Okay, because that looks like Vasquez from Aliens. That one panel.
Oh, it may be. It may be.
Yeah. That was 86. Yeah.
That was 86. Hold on. What is the time? 87. This book came out in 87.
Yeah. So
might have been 88, 87, 88.
I can see the influence.
Yeah. Good call. I knew you recognized this. So the first thing, Wallace sends up the first wave of security guards against Batman. You're under arrest. And you already know what's going to happen. Batman takes these guys out like they're not even standing there. It just keeps walking. Like, didn't he run? He just walks past them. And that's when he runs into Vasquez. And she slaps the shit out of him. She's like, let's go, Batman. And see, the thing is, all the criminals in Bel Rev are trying to get their hands on Batman. So if he gets too close to the wall, they're going to grab him. So it's like some weird WWE ladder match or some shit. They're trying to grab onto him. They rip his cape off. And she's just like, I heard you was a big deal, Batman. Show me something. Show me why I should be scared of the Batman. Batman just hits her dead in the throat. And she just like, there you go. Now you gave me a reason to wake up this morning, Batman. Let's go. And Batman takes out his gas capsule and shoves it in her mouth. And then just walks off while she's got a gas capsule in her mouth and she passes out. And that's when Batman gets to the room. And that's when you got Deadshot just like, what's up, Batman? You the one that put me here, so let me return the favor. Deadshot aims at him, shoots, it's already missed. And he's like, what the fuck Batman go? And all he sees is a fist going straight for his face, and Batman knocks him out. And just keeps walking past him. So Batman's on his way outside of Bel Reds. He's about to just leave, just walk out the front door. And that's when he sees Rick Flag. Bam, bum rushes him. So now it's like Rick Flag versus Batman. And like, Batman, you're staying, you're not leaving. So Batman gives it to him, and they're about to just square off against each other. And Rick Flag actually gets some shots in on Batman. You know, they're actually going at it until the fight gets stopped by Amanda Waller. Because she was just firing warning shots at both of them. She was like, okay, Batman,
Brat.
going in.
Yeah, said brat.
Brat. So Amanda Waller standing with the Suicide Squad. She's like, Batman, I got this place sealed tighter than a drum. She's like, I've got it out of places tighter than this, Amanda Waller. And Batman's basically, look, yeah, I got your files. I got your floppy disk, all 10 megabytes of it. And guess what? I'm walking right through the front door. Nobody's going to stop me. And the only way you're going to stop me, you're going to have to kill me. And Deadshot's is like, kill you? But I kill you for free. And Batman's like, shut the fuck up. If you would have killed me, you would have done it already, Deadshot. That's when Amanda Waller's just like, oh, Batman, you end up walking at the front door. So, yeah, you worried about exposing our secret identity. But guess what? Our secret identity isn't as important as your secret identity. And she's like, what the hell are you talking about, Waller? She's like, look, Batman, we know who you are. We know your matches Malone. So we know what room you came out of. Guess what? When you was in that room, you weren't wearing gloves. You touched the floor. You touched the desk. You touched the doorknob. You touched all the stuff with your fingerprints. And I had my guy sweep the room, and he got your fingerprints off the doorknob. So here's the thing, Batman. I didn't run the prints. I don't know who you are right now. But if you expose who we are, you best believe I'm going to expose those prints. And I'm going to expose your shit all over the web. Well, there was no web in the 80s, but the news.
All over the National Enquirer.
All over the National Enquirer, exactly. Oh, Channel 3.
People Magazine. Yeah.
Exactly. And she's just like, well, how do you know Batman's going to keep his secret? He's Batman. Of course he'll do it. Batman just hands it over. He hands over the floppy disk, all 10 megabytes of it. He's like, fine, Waller. You beat me this time, Waller, but I'll find another way to bring you down. And they just let him leave. And Rick Flag and Batman.
Kids.
Exactly. Just walk out the front door and that's it. And Deadshot's just like, wait a minute, did you just bitch out Batman? And she was like, and as Rick Flag is pissed off, she's like, damn. So because I'm hanging around you guys, Batman looks at me just like you assholes. He thinks I'm no better than Captain Boomerang and Deadshot. Even though I'm Rick Flag, I'm this decorated soldier. So like, that's where I'm gonna get the Suicide Squad right. Y'all gonna be on the same level as Batman when I'm done with you. And he leaves, and Waller's just like, well, that's it. So that's the first time Batman met Amanda Waller. Nobody was about Suicide Squad. Batman found out about Suicide Squad, and Amanda Waller told him, "You're not telling anybody." I thought about either doing this book or the time when she bitched out Barack Obama, but I decided to do this one because it's more famous. So yeah.